Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Rafi. I am humbled and honored to be your instructor at this course, Self-Supervised Learning. Self-supervised learning is a hot and emerging machine learning subject with a lot of attentions over the past few years and with a lot of potentials in the upcoming years. So I figured out to develop perhaps the first self-supervised learning course on Udemy platform. There is a saying from Professor Jan LeCun, the chief AI scientist at Meta or Facebook, that says, if intelligence is like a cake, the bulk is self-supervised learning, so the majority of the cake is like self-supervised learning. The icing, the thin icing on top of the cake is supervised learning, and the cherry on top, the small cherry on top, is perhaps reinforcement learning. That shows how important this emerging subject in the past few years, I mean self-supervised learning, is. Self-supervised learning is to address the problem of repositories with limited label data and give solutions to train machine learning models when we have not enough label data. It is being used for labeling problems. This course teaches you the theory and Python implementation of self-supervised learning, abbreviated as SSL. It is also known as representation learning in literature. SSL is a relatively hot and emerging subject in machine learning. There are two general self-supervised learning techniques out there. One is referred to as contrastive learning, and the other one is called generative learning. The focus of this course is on contrastive learning, but you learn enough to develop generative learning self-supervised learning models on yourself. This course has extensive Python programming. This is a mid-level to high-level machine learning course. For this course, the assumption is that you are familiar with deep learning architectures, including stacks of convolutional, recurrent, dense, pooling, and/or batch normalization layers. And you are able to create those architectures using TensorFlow library in Python 3+. And you should be able to train and test such machine learning models in Python using TensorFlow. So these are the prerequisites for this course. But don't worry if you're new to machine learning, or if you're not sure if you know enough to continue to this course, I have an introductory course for you which teaches you essential Python programming scripts for the first half, and for the second half of that course, it teaches you how to develop deep learning architectures, like simple deep learning architectures in TensorFlow. That course can help you to get the minimums for this course. So you can navigate to that course, which is also a Udemy course, quickly at python3h.com. The data domain focus of this course is image, but whatever you learn, you can apply it to other data domains, including temporal records and text. The Python notebooks over there are accessible through a GitHub repository quickly and easily. We practice them all using GPU accelerators on Google Colab, and I highly recommend you for this course to use Google Colab. But you can use your personal computers as well, like using Jupyter Notebooks and Anaconda, only if you have access to relatively powerful GPUs on your systems. The notebooks have been created such they go okay with the free version of Google Colab and with GPU accelerators over there. So again, I highly recommend you to run your codes on Google Colab, which is free and gives you access to powerful GPUs. There are a few number of these lectures for free that you can watch them and see if this course is appropriate for you. The introduction lecture is there for free, in addition to our third lecture, which is an overview of supervised learning. It is highly recommended to watch the videos at 1080p or HD quality. This course has 4 sections and 10 lectures. In section 1, we have 2 lectures, which are introductory lectures that gives you essentials to start this course and also to run your codes on Google Colab. The second section is about supervised learning. There we have an overview of supervised learning. If you guys are at intermediate or mid-level machine learning level, you might find reviewing supervised learning tedious. But bear with me, because whatever we develop in lecture 3 gonna be used over and over in the following lectures. On lecture 4, we will talk about transfer learning and fine-tuning, the 2 primary components of self-supervised learning. In section 3, we will talk about labeling tasks. And there we have a lecture 5. We will talk about the problem of labeling and the possible solutions for that. On section 4, we will go over self-supervised learning. This section has 5 lectures, starting with lecture 6 about self-supervised learning in general. This lecture teaches you the basics and fundamentals of self-supervised learning, including contrastive learning and generative learning. On lecture 7 and lecture 8, we will see 2 similar experiments, and we're gonna address those experiments using self-supervised learning in Python. On lecture 9, I'll teach you SimCLR. SimCLR is a self-supervised learning model invented by Professor Hinton and his collaborators at Google DeepMind. It has received tremendous attention over the past 2 years. As of June 2022, SimCLR is an unsupervised, self-supervised learning model. On lecture 9, we try to code SimCLR loss function and training function. And finally, on lecture 10, we will see an experiment that we're gonna address using SimCLR self-supervised learning. Most of the lectures are in a scale of 25 to 35 minutes. Almost every 10 minutes, you will see a transition slide. And there is the time that if you want to take a break, have a coffee, or take some snack. It is very important that each lecture in this course is a prerequisite for the next lecture. So please do not miss any lecture and do not skip any lecture, hoping that you would complete this course faster. Again, this is a mid-level to high-level machine learning course, and the minimum for this course is what we teach you at python3h.com, which is also a Udemy course. You should know that this is a 100% money-back guarantee course under Udemy regulations. At the end, I would like to ask you to please rate this course and share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you very much for watching this video. Again, my name is Mohammad Rafi, and it is my great pleasure to serve as your instructor.